Hi, today we're gonna be talking about how to say no. I think two main reasons why it's so hard to say no is because one, we don't want to be mean, we don't want to disappoint or make somebody feel bad about themselves, anything like that. And two, I think when we're ready to be the jerk that's to say no, we don't have the courage to do it. I think that's the two main reasons for me. So the reason I want to talk about this topic this week is because I said no twice this week and I'm super proud of myself, and I thought, maybe I can share some, personal experience, two-time experience with you guys. Very, very meaningful and deep professional experience about this saying no. So the first problem is don't be a jerk, right? Like you don't wanna disappoint anybody, you don't wanna hurt anybody, and you just don't wanna say no. And when you do, in this case, you usually feel really guilty. I'm sure like a lot of you experience this because I have, And when I think about this, right, I think like I try to think about this as saying no, as saving ourselves. Does it make sense? Like, for example, in my experience this week of saying no, this woman was asking to borrow my car, and she's older and she's like a personal authority, so it's kind of hard for me to say no, but she doesn't know this like area, and I kind of don't want a stranger driving my car, especially if they don't know like the roads and the traffic, and like it's just a lot of like anxiety for me when they like drive around for 2 days and I'm just staying at home like thinking, oh my god, like have they like destroyed my car, etc, etc, etc. Like it's just so much anxiety for me, right? And I just feel like if I don't say no and I have all this anxiety, all this nervousness, I'm sure that she is going to feel that, she's going to feel that I don't trust her. She's going to feel that I'm not so comfortable with this, and also not feel super comfortable driving my car around, So I'm just there like feeling bad, and she's out there feeling bad. So we're both feeling super freaking bad about this like arrangement. So why don't I just say no and like say how I feel, like right then, right there, to save us, from future like pain, So I just feel like by saying no, I am the hero here. I saved us from future pain. That's why I'm not afraid of being a jerk that one time.
Nice.
I think that, and the second reason for not saying no is because we are too afraid. We're okay. Like let's say you think like me. You're like, okay, you know what? Like I'm ready to be a jerk, but like you just don't have the courage. You don't have the courage to be the jerk. You're like thinking, okay, it's better. In your head, it's already clear that it's better if you say no to this, right? But you just cannot bring yourself to say no. And part of that for me is that I just don't want to have confrontation. I just feel like I have this feeling of like this person is coming to me and I'm, the opposite side, and I'm the other side of the spectrum. So I'm like beating them or something, and like we're super different. I have to say no to like opposite their like point of view or something like that. I don't know. I just feel super stressed because it's just such a like stressful confrontation, so I don't have the courage to bring myself to say the word no, but how I have overcome that is that I saw this video talking about stupid freaking motorbike, so freaking loud, honestly. How I have combat that is that I watch this video and they talk about how instead of thinking that, thinking of confrontation as, you versus the other person and everybody's fighting each other or something like that, just think like this is the problem and you and the person is on this side and trying to like combat the problem, So you and this person are on the same side and the problem is on the other side, that you are beating this problem. So when I think like that, I feel like, okay, you're right, like when my mind is thinking, okay, I'm on the same side as this person. I feel like more relaxed, you know. I'm like, I'm on your side here, you know. I'm thinking I'm on your side here, but I cannot help you on this one. I understand the problem and I don't like the problem as much as you do. I don't like the problem just like you know, but I cannot help you on this. So when I think like that, it's just so much easier to say no for me, because I'm more relaxed. I'm not stressed. I'm not confrontational. You know, it's not a stressful thing. It's just like, hey, we're pals. We're on the same side. We hate this problem, and we're gonna solve it together, but not by borrowing my car. Yep. Okay. Finally, let's talk about delivery. Right. So don't come out and just like shout at somebody like, no, blah blah blah, you know, I hate you. Don't say that. That's so intense. I think that usually like the strong, intense no come from the feeling of confrontational, and you just like, you know, you just can't take it anymore, and then bam, you like bombard the person with, I don't know, truth bombs or something like that. But I think like, so how I said no to this woman, well, I said no in Vietnamese, but I think I can translate into English for you guys, because I'm a expert, I'm a bilingual. How I said no was that I said, I'm sorry, but I have to respectfully decline, you know? I have to respectfully decline, okay? I didn't say no, I just have to respectfully decline. Usually I feel like this need to like have a because, you know, I have to decline because, right? But I didn't say because. I just said, I'm sorry, I just have to respectfully decline. That's it. I just feel so brave, you know? And you know what? I feel like after a bunch of practice, I think it'll be easier to say things like this to other people. So I had practice in the past, okay? So I'm sure, I know it works. So practice like declining, saying no, like, hey, thank you for your invitation, but I have to respectfully decline. Yeah, this is literally what I would say in person. This sounds like an email, but it's what I say, okay? Yeah, so I'm sure that, you know, like in the beginning, maybe it's a little hard at first. Maybe you feel the need to like, no, because something, but I literally just didn't even like set a reason for why I said no. I just said no. So have fun saying no. Don't be too stressed. It's not confrontational. You guys are on the same side. The problem is the other side. You are confronting the problem. You're not confronting the person. Okay? So that's it for this week. Bye. Subscribe. Please subscribe.